Every invoice needs a template, of course. If we're not configuring our system from scratch, when we configure invoicing on the customer class, we can use an existing one as one option. A second option will be to build one in a visual editor, or the third option would be to upload an externally created HTML template. Okay, so the template shows us the format that the invoice will have and also the contents of the invoice. All of the invoices will always include the summary page, the title page that will include the invoice total, the amount due, etc. And additional pages, they will include such information as, for example, details of each call made, or each SMS or internet usage details. And the sorting can vary. For example, we could separate international from domestic calls, or classify calls by country. Usually, additional pages with usage charges are included for retail customers, because when a customer sees the invoice total, they are wondering what particular services the charges have been applied to. For sizable business clients, however, the detailed breakdown of charges may occupy more than 20 or 50 pages. Imagine that a company made 20,000 calls during a billing period. Then finding a particular charge would be a needle in a haystack kind of task. So basically, all this detailed breakdown would be useless. And in general, for such clients, invoice summary only would be the best choice. The summary contains the most important information. For example, this month, $2,000 worth of calls were made. And if a more detailed information is needed, a CSV file with a detailed breakdown is available for download. If we open our test customer class and go to Finances, Invoicing, Regular Invoices, here we have already activated the invoicing, and the first step is to choose the invoice template. Well, let's simulate a situation when we already have one in the system. Let's choose, for example, iPass New. It's a pretty template. Okay. If we don't have a template that we want to use in the system yet, then we need to either create or upload one. To create or upload a template, we either go to my company templates, or directly type template into the search field, and we'll go to create. Okay, let's give it a name. Test YouTube 1, for example. It's going to be an invoice template. That is exactly what we want. Managed by administrator only. That's good. We are the administrator. We want to be able to manage it. And here, this is the part where you have to decide whether you're going to design an invoice template or upload an external one. Let's start with building our own. Okay, and here we have the option for the amount of detail. In our invoice totals only will be our summary page. Service usage details included, there will be our summary page plus additional pages, for example, on calls or internet usage, or service usage details plus subtotal per service. This will be a similar version to the second one. It will contain the summary, detailed usage charges, plus it will display a subtotal for each service. Okay, so let's do this middle one. This is a good option for retail customer. Okay, let's click save. And we are redirected to our options for this template. We can launch the layout designer. Okay, and we see our basic invoice template. And here we will see the format, the template that our system created for us by default. Let's do a couple of basic things. We will want another logo. We want to change the logo. Let's delete this one. And also let's move things around a little bit. Let's choose this block here and move it a little bit to the right. And now let's choose another logo. Here is our nice and big logo that we need to make smaller. Okay, now it fits really nicely. We center it a little bit, and we can also change the fonts. For example, we select this box here and we make it bold. Okay. Yeah, we've made it bold. We can also change the font if we wanted to sans serif, for example, but we don't really want it. So this was just for the purpose of the example. Let's change it back to serif. Okay, these are just a couple of basic formatting things, but we have already customized our invoice. Okay, now we can click save and close, or we could have clicked directly save and close. Our custom invoice template is ready. Okay, let's click save here as well. It's always a good idea to save an extra time. Load an external template, we need to create it in the system as well. So let's go to create. So YouTube, let's call it test YouTube 2 external. It is going to be an invoice template as well. The source is going to be external. And here, let's go to our folder. Okay, external template, HTML. Okay, let's click save. And now we will see the options for the body. Here is our template file, and we need to upload images. If we want to add a logo, we need to upload it here. So let's go to the same folder and choose our logo PNG. Okay, before we click save, let's quickly click preview. And here is our test invoice. This is a simulation of our invoice. It was automatically generated by PortaBilling using some test values. Okay, here is our summary page. Okay, the most important information is on the summary page. Our information, our customers' information, our logo, and the amounts, the totals, okay, and the payment instructions as well. And then we have additional pages, the subscription charges, payments, etc., and usage charges. Okay,